Hi guys and dolls, and welcome back. I know it's been so long since I filmed anything, and I'm really excited to get back into making videos frequently for you guys, but I do want to let you know that things are just going to be a little bit different for now until the end of the year, and then after that it's going to change a lot. So changes are happening in lots of different ways. I've been taking some time off to kind of reevaluate how I'm going to continue to make content going forward. I'm kind of over the whole beauty guru thing for a number of reasons. And yeah, I sort of want to disassociate myself from that thing because I am not that. I've never been that. And all of the ways that I've tried to kind of keep up with the way that the community's changed and still try to do my own thing hasn't really worked for me. So I need to just do my own thing and just do what I want to do. There's going to be a diversification of the types of content that I make, the ways that I make content will be different. Just everything is just going to be new and different, and I'm very excited about it, but it's still in its incubation. So I'll be launching that early in 2019. Possibly in January, actually. So keep your peepers peeled for that. That's coming up. I'm very excited about it. For the next month, I have a lot of really fun stuff planned, including a big destashing series. I want to show you guys how I am taking all the crap out of my makeup drawers and just really reevaluating what I really want in terms of my makeup collection, because my makeup collection is like bloated. To say that my makeup collection is bloated even is not, it's not even accurate, because I have a lot of makeup from purchasing makeup, I have a lot of makeup from getting PR packages, and as much as I give it away and get rid of things that are old, I still have entirely too much stuff, and I have a lot of things I don't really like all that much, or things that simply don't work for me personally, or things that are expired that are still in these damn drawers. Like, why haven't I thrown them out yet? So that series is going to be coming up in December, and I wanted to mention it in this video because through this destashing process, I'm actually rediscovering older products and kind of revisiting techniques, and I'm starting to think about how I want to share beauty content going forward. And one of the things I want to do is focus less on selling you stuff and more on techniques, or if there is something particularly special, let you guys know about that, instead of just doing the PR train of like, this is the new thing that came out, so everybody has to talk about it. Like, I don't want to do that anymore. I haven't wanted to do it for a really long time, and I'm finally just putting my foot down that I'm not going to do it. So anyway, all of this to say, I went on Instagram the other day to share with you guys a makeup technique. It's a blush technique that I've used for years in my makeup artistry practice, and one that I don't think I've shown on YouTube a lot, because with YouTube, I always feel this pressure that everything needs to be clear and concise and as fast as possible, otherwise people will get bored. But that's not how real makeup application works. A lot of times there's sort of some weird in-between stages. So I shared this tip with you guys on Instagram, and you guys were like, dude, make a video. So here we go. It's actually a pretty straightforward technique. I started out by applying foundation. I'm using the Makeup Forever HD Ultra Perfector. It's basically a tinted moisturizer. Apply that all over, and I let that set. Then in order to fully set it, I use this Fenty powder. This is a pressed powder. This is called Universal. It has a very slight cool tone to it, but it's really not colored. One big takeaway I want to share with you guys here is how I apply the powder onto the brush. Like, traditional way would be to swipe it this way, like sort of smoothly. I like to back comb it. So I move the bristles against the grain, and this actually picks up a lot more product, which is great for setting powder and things like that, where you just want a little more of an application of the product you want to pick up more. Fantastic little tip. So once that is all set, we are ready to start with the blush. Today I'm going to be using a red tone blush. This is a really intense color, and because I have pale skin, this is something that I had to develop on myself, and now I apply it to people of all different skin tones because I love the way that translucent blush looks on the skin. It just looks really beautiful. So the first thing I do is I pick up some powder, and I'm using the same brush that I used to set my overall powder. I will pick up the blush by sort of bopping it on there. You don't need to pick up a ton. This is a really intense blush. Now, this is the most important thing. Don't just take it to your cheek like this. I know, I used to do it all the time too. You want to actually reorient how you're holding the brush in your hand, and then put that down here and swipe it. So you want to swipe from your ear to your nose, not from your nose to your ear. This is sort of like the way that you see every beauty guru do it ever, including myself. I don't know why I do this when I make videos, but I don't do it when I do my makeup for real. There's something about being in front of the camera that makes me do stupid stuff. So you go ahead and apply that. This blush is quite intense, especially on my super pale skin. This blush, by the way, is Natural Beauty from Tarte. It's a fantastic red tone blush. It's a little bit on the cooler side, so it can go very pink toned on some skins. Now that we have that blush down, I want to add that translucent layer. So I'm going to use the Pop Beauty powder. The reason why I'm not using the Fenty one is because this doesn't have a lot of color, whereas this one has a very slight tint of yellow. Do you see what I'm talking about? So that slight tint of yellow is actually going to help to really calm down the overly redness of this blush. We get that application of the powder on, get it smoothed out. One thing I want to note here is we're doing sort of like a wax on, wax off. So we apply the blush with the bristles facing towards our ear. Now when we're applying the powder, same brush, we're just using the side of the brush I use for powder. So powder side, blush side, powder side, blush side. And then we're gonna take the bristles and face them towards the nose, towards the ear. So we go wax on, wax off. Okay, so this blush, once you've done a layer with it, kind of takes on a very cool tone. Sometimes that's perfect for whatever I'm going for. Today I wanted a little bit of a warmer look. So I'm taking another blush, also from Tarte. This one is called Buff. They have a couple of different neutral blushes. There's also one called Exposed. That one has more of a mauve tint. You guys might be able to tell this is a little bit more of a warmer, almost like a yellow base to it. So I then apply this in a light layer over where I've applied the Natural Beauty blush, and then I will finish that up with one final layer of the Pop Beauty powder just to set it all in place. And this does a couple of different things. Because we've layered like color, sheer, we're going to have this beautiful translucent look, but it's also going to become long lasting. Blush, particularly on dry skin and pale skin, is something that can just absolutely disappear on you, and pretty soon you look really washed out. For me, I need blush, otherwise my face looks kind of wan. And also, it makes your cheeks pop, which is just like one of the best things about being a fat girl, is that you got these big pillowy, got these big pillowy cheeks, so why not celebrate them and let them shine, and it makes you look happier, and it just feels like a good time. So I round all of that out and finish it out with a little bit of highlight. This is from Hourglass. This is one of their ambient powders. This is the Iridescent Strobe Light. Love this because it's a little bit on the powdery side, which I know some people are going to be like, powdery highlight? Why would you like that? It kind of gives a bit of a velvet glow to the skin. Like you can't really tell that I'm particularly highlighted until the light catches. And then you're like, oh, that's pretty. Oh, yeah, let's do that. One of my favorite products ever. And I put that, kind of in the V area. I also like this particular one because it has a little bit of a pink tone, which is nice for minimizing sallowness because I didn't color correct today. So that is it. I hope that this little tip is helpful for you guys. Let me know what you think. This is the type of content I want to make going forward, where I'm sharing a technique. You can apply this to any product. You can apply this to any color. You can use this on any skin tone, and this is going to work for you. It's particularly helpful for very pale skin because things can look too intense on us, and it's a way to sort of moderate how you apply some things, so you're not just like grabbing a super intense blush and scrubbing the brush in there and just going full force and doing too much. It's also a way to correct it if you have gone full force. I will admit I discovered this technique when I overdid it and then realized that this looked better than when I just did a light application of blush. So let me know what you guys think of this tip. Be sure to follow me on Instagram because I share a lot more content there, and going forward next year I am going to have quite a bit more content on Instagram because it's just a little bit faster. YouTube can be a little bit labor intensive. I have to sit here and film and then I have to edit it, and that's fine. I'm always going to make video content. I don't want you guys to think it's going away, but there is going to be some diversification of how I share content and how I just do things. I'm excited. I really am. I can't wait to share everything with you guys once it's ready. And that's it. I hope you're having a great day, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!